chance. Nobody. Regardless of the outcome, you have an opportunity to compete. And that's all you can ask for. You owe yourself tonight. Think of the work you put in. Think of the time, the effort, the early morning. Think about the time. You deserve this. You are owed this. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your teammates. Your brother, your family. That's who you owe it to. The guys right here. You owe it to them, to yourself.
Drop back, looks, going deep for Eccles. He's got it! Ransom on the run, touchdown, Maple Heights.
Every time you take the field here, it's our turf. We don't want them going home with our turf. Understand that? Yes, sir! Do you believe? Yes, sir! Let's go! Get it right!
Hey fans, welcome to a special edition of the Cleveland Browns High School Game of the Week presented by Cleveland Clinic. I'm Matt Junker and I'm joined by ClevelandBrowns.com staff writer Matt Forjancic. And Matt, if that highlight reel doesn't get you excited about postseason football, I'm not really sure what's going to do it.
No doubt about it, Matt. It's that time of year. High school football is in the air, and it's playoff time. It's win or go home, and every team knows that any game at any time could be their last. And all the seniors want to go out with a win, but all those freshmen, sophomores, and juniors that are being major contributors to their programs don't want their seasons to end either.
And through this Game of the Week program, we were able to see some of those teams. We were also able to see some teams that maybe didn't make the playoffs but have a great backing. You know, we had 59 teams nominated through this program, over 1 million votes cast by the fans. I think that alone speaks volumes to the level of support these schools get both community level and within their own school.
No doubt about it, Matt. High school football means a lot to a lot of people in Northeast Ohio, and it's really the starting blocks for your football career as a whole. You look at the Browns and all the players that have gone through their locker rooms, and they've all had to start at some point, and that high school level is the majority of their starting points, and it really is a time that all of them look back fondly on.
Matt, we had a chance to catch up with Coach Mangini and some of the Browns players. Now let's take a listen to what they had to say about their time playing high school football.
What's so great about them, you play for love of the game. You know what I mean? You play with your boys because you love the game, and, you won for the team, you lost for the team, and, you really miss those days when you look back. It don't matter what level of football you're in, any play can be your last, as far as injury goes or as far as talent goes. So, you got to look at that, you got to apply that to your game, and hopefully that can make you better.
As early as I can remember my parents taking me to the local high school, Lake Highlands in Dallas, and going to the high school game, and literally our whole town shut down to come on Friday night. Everybody was there. It was a community event, really brought the community together. And the highlight was after the game was over, getting to go out on the field, run around, and pretend to be a Lake Highlands Wildcat. So great memories.
From teamwork to sacrifice to, hard work pays off. Just everything that you need to succeed in life, you learned in those high school days and when you were younger playing football. Friday night, just the smell of like a fall night reminds me of high school football so much. And when I'm driving home here or past, Baldwin Wallace when the high school was playing on Friday night, man, it just brings me back to old times.
It was great to play high school football in Ohio. There's good football all across the board, and just to be part of that, and it's something special. Never take anything for granted. You never know when your last play, your last game, and if this is your last game, just go and leave everything out on the table, because in the end, if this is it, then you want to make it a proud moment for yourself and exciting. And if it's not, you move on and play. It's something to look back upon too.
A lot of the game is just toughness, physical toughness, and just fundamentals. So that's where you get your fundamentals, high school ball. And just going back to where you first started, seeing how far you came from, gives you a lot of motivation to succeed in the future.
I actually went to a Hawken football game a couple Fridays ago, and it was fun. It was the spirit of competitiveness and teamwork, and it was pure, the way that you remember it and you loved it. And you get to learn so many things when you're playing high school football. You have the friendships, you have teamwork, you have the concept of sacrifice and playing for something bigger than yourself. So it was an incredible experience for me, and I know an incredible experience for all the guys I played with. And I loved playing football, so I was excited about all of it. But I think the biggest thing that got me excited was the chance to play with these guys, whether it was Friday or Saturday, that I'd worked so hard with during the week and had all those shared experiences with during the week, and then to go out and do something special on a Saturday afternoon or a Friday night and share that with them. That to me was probably the most exciting thing.
Even after all this time, Matt, it's great to see that these guys still remember what high school football meant to them and what it means to them today.
This is where their foundation started in football. Really a love for football blossomed out of their experiences at the high school level. If they didn't like it so much, they probably wouldn't have made their careers out of it. And we're very fortunate that we have a lot of guys who have embraced high school football in the Cleveland area, whether it be Jason Trusnick, who grew up in nearby Macedonia and went to Nordonia High School, or some of the other guys who maybe are from out of town, still embracing the Cleveland community and what football means to Ohio.
Absolutely, Matt. That is great to hear. And coming up, we're going to take a look back at all of our games that we featured through the Game of the Week program this year.